Only 6 months after its high-profile launch to the public, the tech giant OpenAI is officially discontinuing the Sora social app. Sora functioned as a synthetic version of TikTok, offering a vertical feed populated entirely by generative AI videos rather than user-filmed content. To drive demand, OpenAI restricted access to an invite-only model, creating an environment of artificial scarcity. This exclusivity sparked a massive wave of interest, with users everywhere clamoring for their access codes. This chart illustrates the initial surge. User acquisition hit a peak of approximately 3.3 million downloads in November. That interest proved short-lived. By February, monthly downloads plummeted to 1.1 million, just weeks before the shutdown announcement. OpenAI has remained silent regarding the specific reason for the closure or the final date the app will remain functional. While the underlying video technology remains technically impressive, the social platform model built around it was flawed at its core. The app's central attraction was a feature originally titled Cameos, which was later rebranded as Characters following a trademark dispute. This feature required users to scan their own faces, which the system then used to build highly accurate synthetic clones. These digital likenesses allowed anyone to generate realistic deepfakes of themselves with minimal effort. The intended social loop relied on users making their characters public, permitting total strangers to place their likenesses into arbitrary AI-generated videos. In trying to manufacture a viral community, OpenAI built a streamlined engine for mass-market identity cloning. OpenAI's safety policies explicitly prohibited the generation of videos featuring public figures with their prior consent. Users found these guardrails easy to circumvent. The platform was quickly saturated with unauthorized and disturbing videos featuring OpenAI's own CEO, Sam Altman. The abuse extended to historical and cultural icons, with users generating unauthorized deepfakes of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robin Williams. The families of these figures were forced to issue public pleas on social media, asking users to stop using AI to manipulate the images of their deceased fathers. This highlights the specific liability of AI-generated video. Unlike text, a convincing deepfake carries a heavy emotional impact that current automated moderation systems are unable to mitigate. When the novelty of personal deepfakes wore off, user behavior shifted toward the blatant infringement of high-value intellectual property. The community began targeting major video game franchises with their prompts. Sora's feed was soon populated with videos of Nintendo's Mario characters engaging in illicit acts. Popular anime characters were depicted in mundane, unauthorized fast food scenarios. Even the Pokémon franchise was used for a wave of unsettling internet trends. These violations occurred just as OpenAI was negotiating a massive deal with Disney. This chart shows the proposed bridge between the two companies, valued at $1 billion. Under the terms, OpenAI was set to receive a $1 billion investment from the entertainment giant. In exchange, Sora would have been granted the official generative rights to the Disney, Marvel, and Pixar catalogs. All negotiations ceased before the deal was finalized. The partnership collapsed entirely before any funds were exchanged. Disney issued a cautious public statement, noting they would continue to monitor the AI landscape for future opportunities. User behavior effectively transformed a $1 billion licensing prospect into an existential legal threat to OpenAI's corporate structure. Comparing revenue against operating costs, the app generated only $2.1 million. The user base data is even more lopsided. Sora's 1.1 million users are a fraction of ChatGPT's 900 million active users. The core problem is the compute-to-revenue ratio. This metric measures the cost of server processing power against the income generated by a feature. High-quality AI video is simply too expensive to maintain on a low-revenue social model. OpenAI prioritized financial solvency over maintaining a high-risk liability. They killed the app to stop burning expensive server power on a stagnant product. Despite the app's closure, the technology itself remains active. OpenAI simply relocated the Sora 2 model. The ability to generate these seamless videos is still available today, provided you pay for a ChatGPT Plus subscription. This chart shows the shift in strategy. The tech has been repositioned from a casual social toy to a professional tool for paying enterprise users. This retreat by OpenAI is likely temporary. Rival startups are already working to fill the void left in the social video market. New, unregulated AI video platforms will almost certainly launch during a volatile political climate. These future platforms will very likely enter the open market, lacking the basic safety guardrails that OpenAI initially attempted to enforce. The closure of the Sora app merely delayed the inevitable surge of synthetic content until the next competitor decides to ignore the risks.